Kat and Eva have gone to war. Dani and Andre are on their honeymoon. And Leslie is still cooking up her kooky plan to get Ted back in her bed. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, we talking next week on Bookies. I got my email. I'm recording this in advance because they got us on the embargo, honey. So this will be dropping on Friday, and you guys will be able to see what's going on, or I'm giving you the synopsis for what's going on next week, starting November 17th in Fairmont Crest. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. I also will have the synopses listed out for you as well. Check out ericavade.com. It will be there for you. I also think I need to put these up on social, so I'm gonna work on that. Follow me at ericavane.com, all spelled out, on all of your favorite social media sites, and at Erica Vane TV on Facebook. Without further ado, let's get into Monday, which will be episode number 173. This is Monday, November 17th. And the synopsis reads: Kat turns to an unexpected source for guidance. Bill issues a warning to Jacob. Dani and Andre decide to make a major investment. Leslie's involvement in Winterfest stirs emotions with some old friends. Child, I'm already stressed. Kat turns to an unexpected source for guidance. Who would be unexpected? We haven't seen her talk to Jacob in a minute. But Jacob, I feel like, would be expected because they had a rapport back when she was doing Go Gadget Cat, thinking that she was a damn detective as well. Who would be an unexpected source? Cat. Shanice? Maybe she's at the hospital and then she runs into Shanice and Shanice gives her advice. That would be unexpected because they don't really engage in that way. Madison, another one. Isaiah. It's probably going to be Isaiah. It's going to be Isaiah. Because they still working on building up the tension and the conflict that's going to come from Isaiah trying to date Eva, and Kat can't stand Eva, has already warned Isaiah about has already warned Isaiah about Eva. That's who the unexpected person is. Let me know who you think the unexpected person that she's getting guidance from in the comment section down below. Now, Bill issuing a warning to Jacob. I mean, we're clear that Bill has a soft spot in his heart, just like Joey has a soft spot in his heart for Isaiah. So when it comes down to, I guess, Isaiah versus Jacob, Bill would choose Isaiah over Jacob. So is he warning Jacob about Isaiah, or is he warning Jacob about something that Jacob is following up on? Are we still trying to press about Leslie Bill and get her out of Fairmont Crest? But then that wouldn't really have much to do with Jacob. Because all of the stuff that he was investigating tied to her is not really moving forward. I don't know what that means, y'all. At this point, I'm over 2. I'm not really good health. But at least you know what this synopsis reads. And Dani and Andre decide to make a major investment. Maybe they buy a house in LA together. They buy a vacation house in LA. Or they replace their rings and they get really, really nice rings. I can't think of anything else. And then Leslie's involvement with Winterfest stirs up emotion with some old friends. Is Eva going to push Jan to confront her about trying to be involved with Winterfest for the wrong reasons? Jan thinks that she probably should stay away from the Duprees and leave them people alone. Because that's the only old friends that she got. Mona. Oh, Mona. We're going to see Leslie versus Mona. Because Leslie's probably going to go to Mona as the way to, like, how do I get involved? Maybe asking Mona for, like, advice on, like, how do you think I should approach? Because I really do want to help. Because she's playing this, I'm nice, I'm cool, I got everything that I want, you accepted my daughter, we're now friends, so now everything is cool. She's very cool in line right now, even though the kookiness is still cooking up in her brain. She is playing it very cool right now. That's what it is. Mona still has issue with Leslie, but Leslie's going to come to her about Winterfest. And I think that's what that's going to be. But again, y'all, at any given point, drop down in the comment section and let me know what you think this means. Tuesday is going to be episode number 174, and this is Tuesday, November 18th. The synopsis reads: Eva and Isaiah's connection deepens. Ted unexpectedly becomes a shoulder to cry on. Smitty and June have an overdue heart-to-heart while Samantha's punishment causes discomfort for her entire family. Vernon and Sharon meet under watchful eyes. Even Isaiah going on a date. Y'all already on me about how I have been standing up for Kat, so I'm gonna go ahead and let Eva live in these little synopses. Go ahead, girl. I guess. I don't really trust Isaiah either. So it's not even about, like, me not getting on board with the whole Eva and Isaiah of it all is not even fully like, oh, I don't think that Eva's good enough for Isaiah, because that's not the case. I don't trust Isaiah either. I don't know what his real intentions are. He's claiming to have like turned over a new leaf, to not be into criminality anymore. But Jacob is my boy. And if he got beef with Jacob, or if he got some type of tension or resentment with Jacob, then we're going to have problems. And Eva has yet to actually be fully accountable in the way that she should be accountable for how she is mirroring her mama. But in the 20 genre, in the 20 age group, she is quite literally Leslie in the damn making. And until I see her make an about face and turn away from the behaviors and the decisions and the mindsets that's going to line her up to just be another version of her mama, I can't really get on board with her. So when I see the whole Eva and Isaiah connection deepens, I can't even get excited for it in reference to like a couple, because it seems like it's a hot mess. A hot mess express actually waiting to pull into town. Now, Ted unexpectedly becomes a shoulder to cry on. I think this might be June. June or Ashley S. And I hate that. If it's Ashley, but June. And then also June and Smitty have an overdue heart-to-heart while Samantha's punishment causes discomfort. I like this. I'm glad that Smitty is going to get on board when it comes to June, because June has been such a positive force in Samantha's life, and her being in addition has not caused the problems that they thought that it was going to cause, even though they were very valid in like the worry and anxiety tied to them, you know, introducing their biological mom. I feel like maybe Ted is the person that June, like the shoulder that June cries on, because maybe before she has a conversation with Smitty, and maybe Ted is the one who bridges them to actually have the conversation, she is worried about Smitty not liking her and Smitty being so apprehensive to her, regardless of how good she's been with Samantha thus far. She has been a part of the side of people trying to hold Samantha accountable, trying to protect Samantha, even protect Samantha from herself. So yeah, I think that's all of that. And then Sharon and Vernon meet under watchful eyes. Maybe this is Anastasia, old messy ass again. So I don't know where they're gonna meet up now, because y'all shouldn't even have been at Uptown. Vernon, you're trying to keep this a secret, and you go out to lunch at Uptown, but y'all are supposed to be training your voice, like, and they have not come out and said that. I am just committed to that. That is a storyline. Nobody's gonna tell me any different until I see them hunching on one another. He is not cheating. He is just trying to take like voice lessons from Sharon's ass, and they just being sneaky about it. I think that this could be like Anastasia, who is the known Fairmont Crest Snoop. But the problem with that is, like, where would you be? I would not think that Vernon would have the audacity to take Sharon's ass to the country club. And Anita don't really go to Orphe Jeans, so maybe she gets spotted at Orphe Jeans, but Anastasia we have never really seen at Orphe Jeans, I didn't think. So who else would be the watchful eyes? I don't know, y'all. This is getting good. The stories are starting to sprawl, so it's less contained and it's less predictable. I'm not mad at it at all. All right, Wednesday, Hump Day, is going to be episode number 175, and this is going to be on November 19th. The synopsis reads: Kat and Martin's feud hits a boiling point. Eva has some tough questions to answer from her dad. Dani and Andre receive an important delivery, then make a declaration that will affect their future. Leslie tries to extort another Dupree. Child! Y'all, she can't even take a second. A second. Let me start at the beginning. Kat and Martin's feud hits a boiling point. I didn't mention this in my episode 171 breakdown, which I should have, but Kat and Smitty have a conversation in that episode, and she's like, are you going to talk to Smitty about are you going to talk to Martin about apologizing to me? And she's really looking at it like Martin is wrong for how he spoke to her. And while he didn't necessarily speak to her in the best way, I don't feel like that he was overly disrespectful. He was holding her accountable. And Kat, I think the problem right now for Kat is that she's being hit on all sides. Her dad is coming at her crazy. Eva's coming at her crazy. Now Martin's coming at her crazy. And she's in defense mode, and her boyfriend is criticizing her as well. She don't really feel like she has Chelsea, because Chelsea is like on her side, but then also like, girl, you also tripping. So sometimes when we feel like we need to be on the defensive in one area, or like we are highly emotional in this one area, that can sometimes bleed off into other things. And if you feel like people are constantly picking at you or criticizing you or coming at you, you are more inclined to defend yourself even harder. And I think that that's what's happening with the whole Martin thing. Like, yes, you did not know that Samantha was listening, and technically you are not responsible for what Samantha decides to do with information that she hears from you. And you are responsible for the environment that you create in reference to that. And while Martin did jump out the window a little bit and he was overly aggressive, the things that he was communicating, the concern that he was communicating, if you were listening to your brother to actually understand his fear, understand his anxiety, understand his frustration, then you would be able to really ingest and process what he's saying for what it is versus how it's actually coming across. But because Kat is in a defensive place, she is immediately like pushing everything that everybody has to say about her away and not ingesting the things that she actually does need to apply and adjust. And then on top of that, I think the thing that a lot of people are sleeping on, because Kat is so ambitious, because she's so independent, because she's so outspoken, because she seems like such a well put together girl, that they don't actually give credit to the areas in which she is more naive or where she is more green. And romance is the area where she is the most novice. So while, yes, she's responsible for the conversations that she was having and the situation that she put Samantha in and the impression that she's given to Samantha, she's also a new person exposed to sex herself who is acting as a virgin who just lost her virginity. Unfortunately, she's desperate. She's overly vocal in certain areas. Like, she's not even seeing her Tomas situation for what it really is. She's seeing it for what she has romanticized it to be. And that's a part that Martin can't even tune into and see, like, oh, my sister could need help in that, because he is so in defense mode as well and like trying to protect his family. So it's just, it sucks that it's getting all misconstrued. And for this, I hate that Kat is taking a position of like Martin is 100% wrong, because he's not. And I wish that she wasn't having the war with Eva, that she wasn't having Ted pop up and listen to her, but not fully listen to her and have hold everybody accountable to the way that he's holding her accountable. I wish that she had less on her, because I think that she would be more susceptible to criticism from Martin if she wasn't already fighting other battles on different fronts. And I know that sounds like I'm making an excuse for her, but that's just what I see in reference to this character and how they're navigating the season they're in and the situations that they are actually having to navigate right now. So I'm not surprised the feud is boiling over, because she didn't she picked her side and where she's at, and he didn't pick his side and where he's at. Neither one of them are trying to apologize, which is only going to exacerbate the tension and the conflict. And it's not going to be until one decides to extend the olive branch in a real way and see the situation for what it really is, and with all of the nuances, that they'll actually be able to move forward. So every single time that they run into one another without apologizing, without being accountable to each other's feelings or to any type of real understanding, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And that's what I think that this actually is. Now, Eva has some tough questions to answer from her dad about damn time. Did you sleep with your sister's boyfriend? Did you know that your mom tried to kill Laura not once but twice? Is there anything that you have done behind Kat's back to try to sabotage her in any area? Yeah. Let's start rolling out the damn questions, Ted, because again, I have said this ad nauseum at this point, but the way that you are so willing to jump into Kat's face and tell her that she needs to welcome Eva into the family with open arms, that she needs to stop being this way to Eva, she needs to stop talking this way to Eva, and yet still Eva gets to do whatever the hell she wants to do alongside her goofy ass mama is wild to me. So yes, it's time to start asking some questions, and she's going to have to provide some answers to these tough ass questions, because she is not the little princess, the misguided princess, the led astray ass princess, the manipulated ass princess that you believe her to be, but she's also an active party in her mama's goofy ass schemes. And yes, her mama might have raised her to be one way, but she has a certain amount of sense because she has spoken to having sense in various regards, and yet and still she don't hold herself accountable to actually having sense and navigating her goofy ass mama and curtailing her mama's stupid ass schemes. And all the while you have been giving her a get out of jail damn free card and scapegoat and every single thing that she has done to provoke reactions, well-deserved reactions, and it's enough is enough. Took your little ass long enough, Ted. Love that. This is the thing I'm the most excited about thus far. Yes, it's time for her to answer some tough ass questions. And don't you get to crying when you start providing the answers, and your ass better not lie, Eva. Dani and Andre receive an important delivery, and they make a declaration that will affect their future. They get their rings that they ordered. And I don't know, that will affect their future. That they're not breaking up. Child, I don't know. We in it. We locked in. That's all I know with Dani and Andre. They not going no damn where. That. Leslie tries to extort another Dupree. Girl, you can't play it cool for a week. You can't play it cool to save your damn life. You were trying to pick another angle and being Ted's friend, and you're already back to trying to extort the damn Duprees. What are you trying to get from them? Because you daddy Warbucks, you got all the damn dollars. You talking to Ted about, oh, just let me know when you need another patient paid for because I got it. I'm building this sports complex over here. I'm doing this over here. Like, I got it. I love to give back. And now you're trying to extort the damn Duprees, probably all behind the stupid ass Winterfest. But everybody's bullying you, Leslie? Yeah, go to hell, girl. Thursday is going to be episode number 176, and that is on November 20th. The synopsis reads, Martin chooses a side during a sibling rivalry. Shanice puts Leslie on notice. Naomi deflects Bill's questions about the state of her marriage while having to extend an apology to Haley. Ted helps an ailing Peaches out. It's given they not gonna go a week without pissing me off. In this Thursday episode, it's gonna be the one that does it. Starting at the top. Okay, Martin chooses a side with the sibling rivalry, and unfortunately, Martin tends to not get it right the first time. He's going to side with Eva. I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all do what y'all will within the comment section down below. Eva, oh wait. Shanice put Leslie on notice because she remembers that you was the one. Ho, the things you lied about. All right. My freaking pop culture references are top tier. Anyway, she remembers that you was the one. She can now remember that you was the one. I don't remember how, because they kind of let that go when people were following up about it, but she remembers seeing you and having a conversation with you when Laura was in the hospital and putting two and two together. Yeah, you don't get to be snooping around up in here. You don't get to be don't be coming in here with your bullshit, Miss Girl. I'm timing up for your ass, and I love it. I absolutely love it. We need any and everybody that's available to push back on Leslie and her crazy. And Shanice, go ahead and do it. June, go ahead and do it. Since everybody else seemed like this is the big bad and can't nobody, even her daughter, won't really stand up to her in any kind of real way. Shanice, get in that ass. Absolutely. Love it. Naomi deflects Bill's questions about the state of her marriage while having to extend an apology to Haley. What the hell could you be apologizing to Haley for? What apology do you need to give the bobblehead Barbie? Naomi, go on a vacation for God's sakes, because you were just, she was one of my favorite characters behind her damn mama, in the way that I have just been struggling with her from week to week because Miss Girl is putting us through it. What are you apologizing to Haley for? That's right in line with you doubling down with Ashley goofiness and being ridiculously rude to your damn man. Girl, you are on the wrong side of damn near everything, and I need you to switch immediately. Bill asking questions about your marriage is none of his damn business. But also, you do need to work out whatever these little issues are with you as it pertains to like children and like the trauma of like feeling guilty for costing your parents, you know, their dreams and all of that stuff that you was talking about before. So maybe you do need to talk to your damn daddy. That's going to be very interesting. I'm more annoyed with her apologizing to Haley because Haley gets no apologies, especially from those sensible ass folks. She's trying to kill your goofy ass daddy. You don't know that, but just saying. The Bill and like her sidestepping questions that he have, I like their interactions as father-daughter. So you know what, Bill, keep pressing. Naomi, you ain't gonna necessarily offer it up immediately, but maybe your father could be a good resource because outside of him marrying bobblehead ass Barbie, he seems like he got his wits about him. I'm sorry, except for marrying bobblehead Barbie after leaving your great, wonderful, amazingly dope ass mama. Every other decision that seems like he makes sense. But that's neither here nor there. Ted helps an ailing Peaches out. I get you a doctor. I get you supposed to serve. But the way that Ted is allowing himself to continuously be further and further enmeshed in the life that Leslie built is pissing me and my homegirls off. And Nicole is so much better than me because the way I would become a menace to society if I had to operate within the same small ass circle as my ex-husband and his mistress that he birthed an illegitimate child with while I was losing my children. Y'all would might as well call me the goddamn Joker, and this has now become Gotham. But bless Nicole's heart. Bless her heart, honey. Friday, last but certainly not least, is episode 177, and it's going to be on November 21st. The synopsis reads, Anita doesn't mince words with both Tomas women. Tyrell shocks his dad with his choice for the future. Nicole receives an offer from Carlton. Martin seeks some much needed advice from his grandfather. And Vernon makes plans for another clandestine date. Okay, get Leslie and her goofy ass daughter together. Somehow, some way they're going to be a part of the whole Winterfest thing. And maybe that's what the extortion is. She like extorts her way in and like she is holding something over somebody and like, you can't use my mama name if I can't be a part, whatever. But this is Anita laying it plain. Y'all are going to be here, but don't start none, won't be none. We will get in that ass if we actually need to. Our eyes are on you. We don't actually trust you. And just because you are helping out with this foundation, maybe you might be donating a little bit of money and you're going to be here for the festivities. But the moment that your ass step out of line, we will usher you up out of here. And don't think that that means that we are friends, ho, because we ain't. And Eva, keep your mother in line because I'm going to hold your ass accountable for her. I don't know if Anita's going to say all that, but that's what I hope is coming out her mouth since she not mincing words. She going to say it all proper and prim. But since she not mincing words, go ahead, get it all out, Miss Anita. Absolutely. Tell these Tomas women what it is and what it ain't. Yeah. Okay. Tyrell shocks his dad with his choice for the future. He's going to choose to go to Banneker. He could probably go to Princeton. He could go to Columbia. He's probably like gotten accepted or can get accepted to so many other schools, but he's going to choose to stay close to home or because old girl, I don't know the little girl name and it's no shade to the little girl, but I can't remember. It's too many damn characters, y'all. But maybe she wants to go to Banneker and he wants to be close to her and Banneker is a good school and he's decided I'm going to go to Banneker, which I actually love. Like, I have a child in the comments coming because so many of y'all talking about wanting a rival family to join and like feeling like the show needs a rival family. And I have thoughts for like where the show can go. And I'm going to do like in my child in the comments video that comes to this, I'm going to explain it a little bit further. But I personally am not necessarily here for a rival family. There's so many things that they could do with the characters that they have established. And there's so many ways that they can expand the world that we get to see that they don't have to rehash something that other white soaps have done years and years and years on end. There's still so much meat to what we have. Like we have hit a sweet spot when it comes to Beyond the Gates. And again, we are now at a place where we have a good understanding of so many of the characters. They're fleshed out, they're fully actualized, they're living beautiful, authentic, relatable ass lives. They're living diverse lives. And even when it comes to like the younger generation, like I think that they can definitely expand into Banneker and let us see Banneker. So Tyrell goes to Banneker. If Isaiah is an advisor at Banneker, that now opens up that whole world, and that gives you more. Like now we get on campus drama and stuff like that from a younger demographic. Like they have the world is their oyster right now when it comes to Beyond the Gates. They could go in so many different directions just with the characters that we currently have that have been introduced. So that's part of the reason why I think this, but then also I'm tying it to something that I have been seeing a lot in the comments of my videos, because a lot of y'all have been speaking to that. Now, Nicole receives an offer from Carlton. We're going to try to restart this dating up again. Please do. Please do. Because Nicole, girl, aren't you itching? Aren't you horny, Miss Girl? Like, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. And Ted didn't already smash Leslie. Not to say that you got to smash Carlton because she smashed Leslie, but like, girl, go ahead and get your back cracked. Go ahead and get that itch scratched. Go ahead and allow Carlton to do all the things that he has been wanting to do. And you can just sit back and enjoy them. I don't know what the offer is going to be. I'm hoping it's a date. And I hope she says yes. Martin seeks some much needed advice from his father. There's always some really dope Vernon in Martin moments. And maybe Vernon's going to get his mind right about Kat. And extending the olive branch about Kat, and then picking Eva's side over Kat, because I do believe that's what he does earlier that week. So that'll be cool. And then Vernon makes plans for another clandestine date. This is when we finally gonna get to see the fruits of him sneaking around with Sharon's ass. He's going to plan this beautiful romantic date for Anita where he's going to sing to her, and then that's going to bring out all of the like, this is why I was gone, and this is where I was at, and this is what I was doing, and that's what the clandestine date is. All right, y'all, those are all of the synopses. We are getting all new episodes, no repeats next week, all new episodes. Let me know what you think about these. What are you predicting? Who's your favorite character? Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with, and I'll see you in my next one.